Assholes Anonymous is sponsored by Executive Art and Bazaar the Coffee Bar. Check us out on the Executive Art YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for notifications.
Live.
Hello, hello,
We
hello,
alive.
good people.
Hey, yo.
It is us.
Did you say hey ho? What you
Assholes
Hey, yo.
Anonymous.
Oh, hey,
And
yo.
we're here at Bazaar the
This is
Coffee
gonna-
Bar. I am your gracious and wonderful and beautiful host.
These damn
King Keno in the
pronouns.
building. And before we get started, let
AKA
me.
never wrap it up.
Hey, yeah, that's what it's called.
Real out of control.
AKA I
let's
go
give a
on
shout out to our
overnight
sponsors
dates.
from Bazaar the Coffee Bar and our sponsors.
Hold on, wait a minute.
What?
Hold on, wait a minute.
Wait.
Hold on.
You gotta get them their proper introduction.
You gotta let the people know who actually up here talking.
Because we
On
got a
these
special guest this
loud-ass
week.
mics.
I am.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna shout out the sponsors, and then I was gonna go to the rest of y'all. Let y'all get. We're gonna get to the point.
Okay.
Why you can't let the skipper row the boat?
Yeah, please do. Anyway,
Goddamn, Gillian.
See? But you up here talking about Ramsey. That's the kind of education you got.
and
Been hating on me all weekend.
Executive Artist, one of our great sponsors as well. And next to me, I got my man.
The most beautiful baritone in all of Birmingham. Your boy, the Christ the Curls, Justin L.H. Wood. Shouts out to the West Side.
And next to him,
We got your boy Maxwell, a.k.a. the Hood Hulk Hogan.
Off the top rope.
Say your prayers and eat your Wheaties. Let's go.
and
Yes, sir.
over on the end, cross yonder, we got.
I am the man that they call Hair God,
A.k.a. Birmingham Drake.
Yeah.
aka Razor Ramon.
I need a
Praise
one
and worship his holy
dance.
name.
And over on the off the camera mic, we have.
It's
Yo,
the
what's
ghost
going
of
on?
Saint.
It's your boy,
The ghost of Saint
Machiavellian.
Mark.
Let's get it.
A.k.a. Franklin St. Jr.
Yes,
And
sir.
today we have a special guest.
Special guest
Won't you
Drum
do
roll,
the-
please.
Won't you do the introduction, Max?
from the esteemed.
now.
Look at that big word I
Yeah,
use.
Esteemed.
They talk-
Witherspoon Law Group, straight out of #1 in your heart and #1 in St. Louis's heart. Give it up for Miss Ann.
All right.
Let's go get it and come back with it.
If you wouldn't mind, would you explain to the people who you
Yeah,
are
give us a
and
little
what you do?
background, insight.
Okay.
And how they can reach you.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, not yet. Goddamn, Bush.
Oh well, not yet, not yet. We'll say that for the end of the show.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm
So
sorry.
we don't get company that often, so don't be alarmed.
Oh,
Things that she's
this
bringing.
is new.
Some
Okay,
drinks.
yeah.
Yeah, those are drinks.
Mammy.
Here you go, beautiful.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank
All
you.
right, all right.
I am Miss Ann with the Witherspoon Law Group. We are.
Keep talking
Oh,
over.
okay.
him.
Go ahead.
Okay.
They all
we
come
drive
they
them out.
all come out.
Oh,
Ain't nobody
okay.
paying them no
Yeah.
mind.
We are a boutique firm we're based out of Dallas, Texas.
Go
we-
Cowboys.
Okay,
Boo. Nobody
all right.
likes them.
And we also have offices in Chicago. We have offices in St. Louis, Missouri. We also have offices in Florida. We just opened up in Florida.
Okay.
So,
What part?
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville. Shouts out
Miami.
Duval. Miami. Shouts out to Miami.
Yes. And I want you to know that we are black owned. This
Black
is a
owned.
black owned firm.
Make sure you
My
talking-
boss is,
Just make sure you're talking to the mic.
my boss is Attorney Naru Witherspoon,
Okay.
who is a Kappa. He was going to be here today, but I heard Kappas. Well, he has a lot of children.
I don't know nothing about all that.
So it's spring break.
That is not
and
what we
he-
learned online.
Shouts out to the Divine Nine.
There you
and
have
all
it.
black
That's
organizations
my
holding
boss.
it
He's a
down
Kappa.
for the community.
Shout out to Naru.
Shouts out to all the community organizations.
Absolutely. And we're all about community, and what better place to come to Birmingham? You guys are so inviting and sweet. You have been so kind. Your hospitality has been on point.
That's that
And
Southern
the food
hospitality.
is- I know it. It
Right,
is.
right.
Southern
We were raised right.
hospitality.
They taught us how to
And
love folk.
I just want to come here and build new relationships in the community. I like doing business with black business owners. We like doing business with black business owners. We're
Right.
here, whatever you're having, selling, let me know. Call me.
Tell us how we can get in touch with y'all.
Okay, so for all of your business and community needs, call Miss Ann at 314-899-6615, or you can email us at Witherspoon We Win, at Witherspoon We Win.
I almost said Mike Jones. You said that so good. I thought you was going to say 330.
Come on now.
8004. Hit Mike Jones on the low.
Witherspoon We Win, because that's what we do.
So let's get down to the nitty-gritty.
All right,
Let's get to
go.
the shits.
Let's go.
So, from what you explained to me, Witherspoon Law Group handles a lot of personal injury cases, correct?
Personal injury, wrongful death cases.
So, explain how that's different from the run-of-the-mill. I got caught with
criminal
dope in the
cases?
trunk.
Yeah.
And help me out.
You
Let
got
me
caught
help
with
you out.
dope in the trunk.
Okay, let me help you out.
Well, that was on video game.
We
okay.
are not criminal
Gosh.
attorneys.
Okay.
Right.
So there is a difference.
There is a difference.
Okay.
Criminal attorneys get their money in the bag right up front.
True.
We use our money to help our clients.
Okay.
So it's called there's no retainer's fee, you know?
Oh.
Okay.
You know?
And for those who don't know, a retainer's fee is the upfront money you pay your attorney to represent you.
Yeah.
Come on,
When Pookie
Yeah,
stole
when
the
Pookie
car,
come up with that
and
paper
he was
bag.
running from you. Oh, I'm not supposed to know?
I sell spoons
Oh, okay.
for podcast purposes.
So no,
Wait,
what
what
we do is, for example, if God forbid something happens in your family, someone is killed by an 18-wheeler,
Okay.
a commercial vehicle truck, or something to that nature,
So-
and it wasn't their fault.
You would have represented Tracy Morgan when he got hit by the Walmart
If
truck.
Tracy would have called me.
Ooh, that payday.
Okay.
Yeah, we do. Ben Crump is not the only one that handles
Civil cases.
Thank you, Jesus.
But the camera
high-profile
does.
cases.
But the camera
You want me to
does
repeat
love
it?
Ben Crump.
No, the camera does not.
I know.
Time out. Miss Ann, I don't mean to
We
cut
gonna
you
make
off.
sure they
Unlimited
love.
miles.
Can we not keep up with this lie that the camera or any microphone loves Ben Crump?
No, Ben Crump has unlimited mileage with Delta, and he get there before everybody
I understand this, Max, but let's. I'm just saying his
And we
presentation
can
is
do the
terrible.
same thing.
He has a speech impediment. It's annoying.
It's annoying. It is.
You trying to get on slander page.
Right.
Oh, he's talking about. Wait. Hey, look, allegedly. I'm just
Allegedly.
saying. I can't stand it.
But
Go ahead,
No, the
Keno.
Witherspoon Law Group, we are a boutique firm as well. We've handled high-profile cases. You remember the case in Branson, Missouri, when all of the people died, black people died on the tugboat?
Oh, yes, I do remember
Well,
that.
I do remember that.
Black
The
people.
Witherspoon Law Group was the only black attorney for part of the Coleman family. The only black attorney. So how do you feel going into federal court and the judge thinks you're the Colemans because you're black? He's like, your attorney is over there. No.
I am the attorney.
I am the attorney.
Right.
Not a lot of people that look like us in the Ozarks, I assume.
Right.
This is
But
very
we're
true.
there, and we are very experienced and capable of handling high-profile cases.
Okay.
Okay, so
Period.
even inside these civil cases, like it's a lot of stuff in the news now. Like, say for instance, the girls that was accusing T.I. at Tiny of drugging and rape,
Yeah.
right?
But we ain't doing that either.
Okay, so y'all don't
ain't
handle
that
none of those
personal
kind of
injury,
cases. So
If
y'all
they
don't-
turn it into a civil lawsuit,
Me and you take advantage of me. I
okay,
think that's
I'm-
an injury.
But
I
she
mean-
didn't have. She had. Never mind.
yeah, but
plot
if somebody,
We're on a podcast called Assholes Anonymous, so don't
So,
temper,
yeah.
don't temper your
you-
speech.
Okay.
I mean,
so,
but you do also have to think about the brand, baby.
That's right.
but
You need somebody to go in there.
so
Max.
if a girl came to you and said,
Okay.
I wanted to sue T.I. and Tiny for you know what I'm saying, for
Serious injury.
Yeah.
That meant she slipped and fell on their property. We'll handle it.
Oh, you see what she did there?
yeah.
You see
All
what
that
she
other
did
stuff.
there? I like that.
So there are different kind of civil cases.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I thought all civil cases involve some kind of tort.
No.
No.
No, it's you have a person, for example, now we ain't gonna do this to Will because I like Will. If
Yeah,
someone here fell during the ice or
We're
snow.
just gonna carry him out and be like, this never happened. This never happened.
Right. They ain't called an ambulance. Be like, I don't
But
know how
that's
this
what we
man
do.
fell.
You know, anything that happens to someone that's the negligence from someone else.
Okay.
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 So you
So-
said like in the event of an 18-wheeler
Yeah,
or
so-
someone
so
being
if you-
an 18-wheeler
Say, for
driver.
example, I'm going to give you a good example. Old truck driver. Okay, for an example, if
Keno.
Keno was going, like he was in the FedEx truck. I don't know what kind of truck he drives, but in the FedEx truck, and he was
We're
going
gonna
down.
say FedEx is his label.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
FedEx.
and he was getting ready to make a U-turn. Oh, like, wow, he missed his spot, you know, his turn off, and he was gonna make a U-turn on the side of the highway, and a car comes, even though the car is speeding, going 100 miles an hour. Keno was wrong because he's making a U-turn, and if that person collided with Keno's at fault.
Hashtag she lying, Your Honor.
Well, one of the things that people don't know most about truck drivers and 18-wheeler type situations is they generally make everything the truck driver fault.
Right.
Generally.
Right.
So
It's
when
sad.
you're going down the road, like even inside of a company, which you probably know being being affiliated, what happens is that usually the trucking companies, no matter what the accident is, they usually pay out something anyway, just to make it go away quicker.
Well, only because that is because you know that truck weighs 1 million pounds.
We understand.
But there are some cases that the truckers will be like, just cause I crashed into you does not mean it was my fault. You were in the way. We're working on a case like that right now.
Yeah. Well, now with the advent of cameras, you know what I'm saying? A lot of truck drivers got cameras on the truck now. There's out-facing cameras and stuff like that. Yeah. But I do know in other times, even if the truck driver hadn't been found guilty, right?
Or liable.
Or liable, or said that he was the one at fault, the trucking companies usually contact the people involved and go ahead and do a buffer and just, you know what I'm saying, so that situation can move. You know what I'm saying?
Your trucking company?
No.
I was
Most
about to-
trucking companies. You know what I'm saying? Most trucking companies make a move like that. I mean, one of the things, when you're dealing inside of that kind of situation, there's a lot of moving parts that go along with it. And sometimes it's cheaper for them to pay somebody some money.
But it never happens that way. In my that I've
In your
experienced,
experience.
okay.
In your experience.
Yeah,
I mean, and I'm not trying to be funny, but in my experience, if the truck is, they will fight. That's
Yeah.
what you have your lawyers for. But you also, that's why you should have insurance. And a lot of you truckers, not you, Keno, but I'll be on the highway and y'all will be on their phone. I mean, you know, it's comfortable texting.
Hey.
Let me catch you, because I take pictures.
Hey.
I snitch.
Hey, that's not necessarily true.
Okay, Frank
people
Lucas.
And people don't know how to drive with trucks on the freeway.
They high
That's
key
another
passing
problem.
them licenses out like
one of the big problems is that people don't understand that the middle lane is the fast lane for truck drivers because they can't get in the third lane.
Right.
So
Or the left.
So now you get all these people that get into this middle lane and slow down all the trucks on the situation and don't know why it is what it is and why they doing what they doing. So you know what I'm saying? It's like
Have you ever driven from Bessemer to back into the city early in the morning, or like at 5 o'clock? Because y'all, well, not you specifically, but most truckers don't care. Y'all be 3 across. It's a 3-lane freeway or 6-lane. If you don't care, y'all.
One is Bessemer. Two
Because it's a full black community, I can break a rule.
It ain't.
Miss Ann, I have a
We need you,
personal
Miss
question
Ann.
for you. Because you are the PR marketing person for
Okay.
Witherspoon
brother.
Law
You look
Group.
good.
Okay.
So I got this friend, right? His name
All right.
is Deshawn.
Okay, Sean.
Deshawn got a bad back.
Oh,
wow.
Rashad?
So Deshawn got a lot of massages and stuff.
Okay.
And these masseuses happen to be female.
Yeah,
Okay.
Rashad.
Okay.
So over a 52-week period,
52 weeks.
A
he had to
year.
go
2
to-
weeks. Some things.
he got 22 massages.
22
Wait, stop.
massages.
Was
Over
he
a
in
year?
a wreck or something?
No.
No.
Wait,
No.
Here's
I mean,
the
he-
question I have for you. Here's the question I have for you.
He was
Just
in a
leading up
wreck
to it.
every
Just give us
Sunday.
some
Every
time.
Sunday
So,
he was in a wreck at
all,
least
all
56
22 of
times.
these masseuses came back and said
Every
Deshawn
Sunday.
touched them.
Oh.
no.
Oh.
So as a PR person, well, he said some. They said some other stuff too. I wasn't gonna tell it all because
He done
you know it
forced.
is Sunday.
He
I'm a
done forced
Christian.
This is not. It's not. This not. This
It's
is
a Sunday, but I'm a sinner, so I'll go ahead and say
anybody's
he
story
forced them women.
Yeah, he forced
He
them to do
took some
some liberties.
pointers from Ben
coincidence.
Roethlisberger.
It sounds like your
liberties.
life story.
Y'all are not finna slander this black man. So here's my part.
Wait,
of
no,
the
I
story.
got the question though. Let me ask the question. So, as a PR person, just
Okay.
put your PR hat on.
All right, PR hats on.
How would you defend my friend Deshawn?
Well,
Or how would you get him out
or
the media
issue?
so he could have a fair chance at a good trial?
I'd call Naru.
Yeah.
Because, well, you know, I really would because those are not, unless the masseuse bruised his back, he's got.
No, they said he touched him.
Oh Lord.
So she's saying
I'm
that she
telling
don't
you,
do that.
That's
Yeah,
criminal.
Yeah, she
I
don't
told
do that.
you we
right.
don't do criminal.
No, see,
But
this
I
the-
need a
But
good
I can
PR
refer
person
you.
to
But I can
soften
refer
it
you
up.
to a good criminal
So
attorney.
the thing is, Miss Ann, because all right, the issue is, and I don't think that Max did a good job of just aggregating it.
Okay.
He's suffering.
Just throw that
civil-
nigga
he's
all
suffering
under the
civil
bus.
Suits.
Yes,
It's
he
not.
is.
It's okay. So it's not. It's not.
But
a
no, I
criminal-
wasn't looking for a legal person. I was looking for a PR person who could
Oh,
talk
But she's
to
she's
the
up,
media and
she's
get
up
me
here.
out of
She's
this.
a whole lawyer up here.
You?
And she's.
She's actually PR and marketing.
Oh, your PR marketing.
Yes.
Okay. So, but I think the issue. I think the.
Well, no,
a
my
lot of-
friend Deshawn, not me. My friend Deshawn.
I think a lot of the issue that people tend to miss when a lot of these things happen is the disaggregation between civil and criminal. So he's dealing with civil lawsuits. So what Max is saying, while dealing with civil litigations, how would you
Rep me to the media.
how would you
What would
represent
you
him
say?
to the media, and how would
Well,
you
first-
how would you say
Because you
that
can't
he
go and
moves?
cuss him out because these white folks.
Absolutely. But if he's already being accused of fondling and touching and things like that, he doesn't want to be in the media.
Exactly.
Right, so how
He
you gonna
needs to
get me
plead
out
the-
of it?
She's not.
As my PR person, I'm gonna say, well, if I was Deshawn.
Yeah, if you were
No,
Deshaun,
and she's not gonna get a chance. Because that's why he under the, that's why it's happening, because he keep doing that.
so you don't let Sean talk. You let us talk
Okay.
for him. And if Naru was here, and you might can call him, I could probably call him. If he was here, he would probably tell Sean, say, dog, hang low. Don't say nothing. I got this.
Let me text my boy Deshawn real quick.
So
But that's exactly what
But
what
that's
has
what
been happening.
happens, yeah.
And that's
you
what's
let the
exactly
lawyer,
what's been
you
happening.
don't want him to get in, like start talking to the media or anything, because he may say something that will
Incriminate him.
Yeah.
Well, Mark, the ghost on the off-camera mic had something to say.
So, man, with that whole thing,
Franklin Saint.
issue, one of the lead lawyers is friends with our
Deshaun's
brother's
boss.
his boss, who he's beefing with. So there's a lot of
There's a lot of moving parts in the situation.
absolutely.
Lot.
So I know he already has some dude named Buddy or the best lawyer in Texas on it right
You
now.
got Buddy Love.
He wish. Nah. But just from your perspective, when you have a client and they have, civil issues,
Well, y'all don't do
how do
civil
y'all
defense,
mind
do you?
through which cases you want to take and which ones you don't?
Yeah, now that's a good question because
too loud 'cause we're
we
gonna get
do
feedback.
have options. We can take a case or we can accept or decline.
Right.
right.
And normally, because we have so many cases, we are more about quality over quantity. So whenever there's cases of this nature, if it's something that we aren't experts, and I'm not saying that we couldn't do it, but what we focus on more so than anything is wrongful deaths and serious injuries.
Gotcha.
Now, but are we connected where we could refer you out? I would say anybody that's going through a civil matter, don't get in front of the cameras without
all.
an attorney.
At all.
And I don't care how mad you are, how guilty, not guilty that you may think you are,
Right.
and she didn't do this, and don't say nothing. That's what your attorney's for.
Gotcha.
That's what your attorney's
Okay.
for.
Going to the next subject. So let's just say, for instance, My dad got ran over by the Coca-Cola truck.
Oh, that's a good one.
And it was on the news and everything. Give us a play-by-play on how Witherspoon Law Group will actually handle that case, starting from the time I found out my dad got hit by the truck to the settlement part.
Okay. So, your dad gets hit by...
The
Your
Coke
daddy
truck.
ain't daddy. He ain't dead, is he?
Yeah, good and dead.
Is he dead?
Yeah. Oh, you talking about my... Yeah, he passed away long
Is he just making this an
We
example?
just
I
using
don't have a.
It's an
I'm so
example.
lost
Okay.
right now.
Okay. Well, I didn't want your daddy to be dead.
No,
but that was
This is a
It happened
teaching
a long
moment.
time ago.
Oh, okay, okay. So here's the deal. So if you are or a family member has someone that is killed or injured in a serious commercial vehicle, when you get that call, there's probably going to be two people that you're going to call. One is going to be the funeral home
Right.
All right.
or your pastor if you woke, you know, if you go to church. But
Pastor
it's
Mike don't
something-
never answer the phone.
My pastor named Mike too, so my pastor answered the phone.
I know that's
And
real.
his last name is Jones, the real Mike Jones. That's what I call my
I
pastor.
know that's real.
That's St. Louis, baby. So I think I have a funeral director in. Brian, are you in here?
One time for the mortician, Brian,
There's a
wherever you at, baby.
mortician
Shouts out to you, man. Put him in the dirt, baby.
So normally
Wild boy.
families,
We're smoking that pack tonight.
Right.
normally families are so upset and they're, first of all, they don't want to think about the legal part of it because you just lost a loved one.
Right.
And that's where you have to be very sensitive to people's needs.
Right.
So, say for example, you knew me and you knew I worked for the Witherspoon Law Group. I would be expecting a call from you or a family member saying, hey, Miss Ann, my dad just got hit by a Coca-Cola truck. And all I'm going to tell you is let us, get all the information. I'll get all the information. And because I want you to grieve.
Oh, I thought you said you wanted me to get rich.
No, see, that's what I'm
just
trying.
playing.
I know. No, you're not playing. You're not playing. You serious? 'Cause
Right.
We
we
most
get
definitely
clients
are
like that
serious.
for real. Right.
We all want to get paid.
So what happens
a lot.
absolutely is that if people trust you, if you trust the funeral director, whoever you call, like Kate.
Okay.
Kate's
Shout
gonna
out to
call
Bush
me.
Alon.
That's right. She'll be here in a minute. Kate's gonna call
did my
me
move.
and she's gonna say, "Hey, Miss Ann, you may have a family that's gonna call me. My friend that I know."
Okay.
Now I don't chase ambulances. I want that to be clear right now.
Got that right.
I don't chase. I am not an ambulance chaser.
God
Okay.
And it's
bless you.
I
illegal,
am
by
a-
the way, too.
I am a relationship builder.
Got that right, Miss. Go get it and come back with it.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Can we
Don't
get
y'all
an
forget
amen
it.
in the crowd?
Amen.
And that's going to be the clip that we play on Facebook.
Now let me ask you this question. When families go into this situation, I know a lot of times it's a certain kind of hardship come over the people, and they look for money in advance. Do you ever advise them to take like a
GoFundMe and
yeah,
stuff
no,
like that.
like a like they
Well,
have
like
the
a
first
settlement.
settlement that's
settlement
offered.
companies, and, you know what I'm saying, or do the company like give them
It's your money.
give them
Use it when you need it.
George Floyd's
They can.
family got 27 mil.
That-
But they
that
probably
was-
offered them 5 at first.
if you
No,
let me
tell me to take
finish,
the
I would have
file.
told.
No.
Go for the shoot
Well,
for the
first and
27.
foremost, you know all the facts because in the beginning, George Floyd's family got that GoFundMe account. I think
Okay.
it was over
Right.
100 million.
Yeah,
I didn't know about that.
Yeah. So
What-
after the settlement, you're gonna have to pay those lawyers. I don't care if it's saying 27 million. They ain't getting no 27 million.
well, no.
Got
What
that
I'm
right.
saying, what I'm asking is like, okay, so beforehand, like sometimes the lawyers would say, well, we know you got to get through something. They either,
Oh, you're asking
yeah.
You talking
basically.
about do they advance them?
yeah,
Part
you
two.
know what I'm
Okay.
saying, in the
So,
beginning.
yeah, with Witherspoon,
Okay.
advance me money
So
knowing that I'm
to
gonna
make this very ethical, not
Right.
unethical,
but if ethical, okay.
Because we practice good ethics over here.
So if
Well,
a family
sometimes.
has hardship, we have people that we can go to and help the family out. But sometimes, and I'm just being honest, because that's what I am.
Thank you, preach honesty up here.
Sometimes we, who sometimes ain't got the money, but they know it's going to be a high-profile case and get a lot of money, they want to tell you what they need first. And I always like to tell my families, just be patient. You got to be patient. There is help. You know what I'm saying? There is help. And we have resources that we can help the families part two if they need it, you know.
So how do you find a writer, a producer, and a director for your story? You know what I'm saying? When you have a high-profile case, and it's still kind of, in order to help the,
Well, the Witherspoon Law Group, I want you to know, we're number one trusted. We black.
Okay, number one.
And we have some wonderful staff members that handle all of our marketing and promotional things and things like that. And all I do is like, hey, I need this, I need that. And she's phenomenal.
Awesome, amazing.
And it's a small. We are professionals first and foremost, and we really do care about our community. Right. So we definitely, the families that we serve, I promise you, we give back into the community. Maybe some people they may, and I ain't knocking nobody because that's whatever you want to do, but I'm talking about what we do. Is we give back to the families after the fact. Even if I don't know, if you having something at the church. Did I say hell and church at the same time?
It happens.
That's okay.
Hey, the pastor said every Sunday. You good.
You heard Kirk Franklin.
You're on time, you're going to hell.
I knew that was coming.
So I have a question.
Shouts out to my guy.
What you got, Bush?
So say for instance, just like, say an accident happens or anything of that nature.
Okay.
Say, for instance, I'm somebody, I have no clue whatsoever on how to point out if this legal firm might be good for me or bad for me.
Yes.
What are some,
hallmarks?
Whoever got the best commercial.
What are some of the things that you would tell somebody who doesn't know any better to look for when they're looking for somebody to legally represent them?
That's a good question, too. Speaking from my point of view with what I do, I would look for a firm that is approachable and they have time to take your calls.
Right.
I can say this, that what's this guy in Birmingham with the...
Alexander Chanel.
Yeah, Chanel, whatever his name is.
He
I bet
enjoyed it
you
too.
cannot. He's everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
In Florida.
But I bet you
And he done dated
cannot
a black girl that
call
got him
him
dressed in black.
direct. No, you can't.
You got to go
No,
through
you
somebody. That got to go through somebody else. That got to go through somebody else to get with him.
But by the
But
time
he do be in Lifetime Fitness with us, so I'm just gonna say that.
he does,
You so
what?
funny, bro.
Well, we know what you
With his
you
funny
balling.
looking self.
What
I'm
is bench?
still with Planet Fitness, sir.
Oh,
So
no, I'm playing.
he
Go
don't
ahead.
hang with us common
But
folk.
always Google. Google is everything. I Google if my hand hurt. I'll Google. And I
Just
know
don't go to
doctors.
WebMD.
No,
They'll
don't.
tell you that's your last hand ache.
Right.
But,
So
And
you
next
you
you'll
kind
get
of
Captain Hook.
Google the companies
Get the hook.
and see what they do.
Right.
And I always say this. Some people will say, well, you got a bad mark. Or, well, I heard you don't get back to, y'all are slow with getting back. Well, you can't please everybody, first and foremost.
Facts.
I mean, would you constantly call a non-black firm at 10 o'clock at night talking
scared
about...
to.
But they're not going to answer. But see, I'm that girl
I
that
show
will
up.
answer.
I was gonna ask this. So, are you
Yeah.
saying? I guess the question would be: there's a large difference in between a boutique firm like Witherspoon as opposed to one like Shinar, who seems to be more of I guess
commercial,
corporate or
more
commercial.
so you see all the
commercial,
commercials, and you
Right.
may see some
Yeah.
things with us. We're living in this. During this pandemic has changed everything. So how we move, because at one point I jump on a plane. It didn't matter where. If I got a call, somebody said, "Hey, Miss Ann, I need you. I got a family I want you to sit down with. A, B, C, D." I'm on the way.
Right on.
If I can drive, if it's close, couple of hours, I'll drive.
Right on.
But if they need me right then, I'm hopping on a plane. That's the same thing Crump do. But
So-
we got look, we good.
I know that's real.
We
I know that's
good.
real.
We good.
Calm, fuck your hair back when you tell them, baby.
Have
We're
you, ever,
good. And
have you ever came in contact with a client and
the client just rubbed you the wrong way to the point where you was just like, we.
Let me refer
I
you to
rebuke
somebody
you.
else.
Do you have
That's
you
going
ever
to
talked
talk
to a
about
client
shit.
You know what?
rebuking
Keep it
clients?
at 100.
Yeah, keep it real.
Because all clients are not going to be receptive like what we pour into them.
Right on.
You know what I'm saying? So there are some clients, and this is the truth, we've done all the work, and then they get to the end, and we've settled the case, and they want to fire us.
Right.
Because they done, bam, come on.
We got a lawyer in the
Come
house.
on.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
And the audience member that
We
you
got
cannot
Joanne the
hear.
scammer in the house. That's how she know
But we're
about
going
this
to
stuff.
repeat this.
Scam.
That's it.
Exactly. Scammer.
That's it. That's it. And it's
And-
sad because you spend, and I'm one of those nurturers. Naru is a beast. I've seen him in court, and I got his back. That's all I got to say is I got his back because he
Amen.
knows what he's doing. And I have seen him, if he does something like this, like he tired, he finna go in.
So basically, that's
Shouts
the
out to Brother
equivalent to
Naru.
James Spann taking his sports
Yeah,
jacket
it's
off.
like,
He rolled his sleeves up or
getting
something
ready to
like
go
that.
down.
Somebody's oiled up.
Right, it's getting ready to go down. But clients sometimes, if it's all more so about the money and they don't want to give us our part, they will. Oh, they didn't pick us up or they didn't file this
Wait,
in
they
time.
can fire you
Yeah,
even after they sign the.
even after,
I think
even after. But if it's a big case and there's a lot of fees involved, we're going to
assume.
court. Yeah.
Hey,
We're gonna let the judge make sure.
So have it been a time
We're
where
gonna get
one of the
ours.
clients tried to seduce you, or the lawyer that was?
I've had that too.
Yeah. That's
He pulled up.
that question,
That's
dog.
a real question.
He pulled up.
You know we up here trying to seduce her, bro.
In my mind, if I came in there and I was like, you know what, I might have a good chance of getting this lawyer on my team. Let me go in overdrive.
Let me go
Let
on
me lay
lift
it
my.
on
You
thick.
know what I mean? Like, it might
Keno, be like.
Man, straight
Now, there
up.
are some because I'm serious about our clients. I'm very serious about our
Okay.
clients, and so there will be male clients.
You got a funnel?
Miss Ann. They'll call at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. There are female clients that'll call at
What you got on?
1 o'clock, 2 o'clock.
What you got on?
But wait, hold up. But sometimes they're calling because they just lost their daughter in a car wreck, or they just lost a spouse, and they just want to talk to somebody.
Yeah.
Right.
And I always try to make sure that I answer the phone anticipating a call.
Yeah,
Period.
but that's what we were talking about. I'm talking about, did somebody
We
come
talking
up
about
there
that.
and be like,
Hey, Miss Ann,
listen, what you got
what
on?
you doing?
It's
Miss
3
Ann,
o'clock.
I just-
I know.
You know the way you hugged me.
Listen,
the way you hugged me
I
after
just
that
don't
press
know
conference.
how I'm gonna pay all these fees.
I mean, I was watching that press conference of it, the way you hugged me after I got off the mic.
Now,
Right.
about a few weeks
The
ago.
love you showed me during that press conference.
Okay, right. I have to be careful. I'm glad, now
I
with
felt the
COVID
chemistry.
and
Let
the
me warn you
pandemic.
before you answer that. This is the part of the show where we going left.
Okay.
It's coming.
Yeah, but that's how I am. But COVID stopped me because I'm compassionate. I ain't trying to holler at you, but I'm trying to console you.
Junebug think you like him.
Right. So Junebug
Junebug
gets
over there in his
uncomfortable,
feelings.
and then what Junebug will do is FaceTime me
What you like to eat?
and don't have no clothes on.
Ooh.
I've had some things like that happen.
Okay.
And I'm like, look.
He showed you the
Junebug,
exclamation
your case
point.
ain't but about $30. I was trying. We was trying, but you done broke the rule.
Now,
You done crossed
Keno.
the line. There
Is
are
it-
boundaries.
Is it
Keno.
a case amount where you just say, well, I am naked and I will take the call? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a couple of zeros behind that thing. Like, and it's a minimum where you're going to go. It can get real big, but at the minimum, it's going to get kind of like, in a space. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Don't do that.
You do not.
Don't do
Mercy.
that.
Must
Don't do
protect
that.
the brand,
No, you
Miss
don't.
Ann.
We are protecting the brand.
Hey, that rhymes too.
We asking a serious. That's a decent question to ask. I
But
mean,
there are
you
some.
talking
There
about
are
human
clients that.
beings.
There are
some
some
clients that probably
disrespectful
They don't care about
clients.
professionalism.
But I'll put you in check
I know that's real.
every day, all day.
Once again, we are talking to Miss Go get it,
When
come
he-
back with it. Don't you forget it. Ain't that right?
When he FaceTimed you, did you ask him why it's so little?
No, actually,
That's gonna leave a
actually, I
mark.
was like, really, for real? And I clicked and I blocked.
I know
And
this
then,
will.
so,
Now,
during
Junebug
office
can't
Now you
hours.
gotta call
Now
the
you
Now
office.
Junebug
Yeah,
can't
no,
use
no.
much
That's
call.
cost the fire
Now
client,
you
correct?
messed up,
That's it.
Junebug.
Junebug can't, yeah.
So can I ask you this? I know a lot of times people get upset with Ben Crump or a lot of other lawyers who go ahead and suggest that you settle out of court, this, that, and the third.
Well, that's what you want to do.
I mean, right. Don't get
Yeah.
me wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with getting money. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no money like more money.
Right.
But
Right, especially money you didn't have.
right. But I mean, but you know, a lot. Just dealing with some of the things that have gone on the past couple of summers. You know, we had our own, I guess, kind of Arab Spring last year, and a lot of people got paid, but a lot of people weren't convicted. I think, I would ask you this. Do you think that some people don't realize that sometimes certain language is not on their side, but the results as far as a civil case can be, if that makes any sense to you?
So I think
No,
what
I'm
he's
saying, like,
okay.
so-
What
so
he's
I'm
saying
is
is
like, so no, it's
so
on.
you
It's on.
never
So,
have to tell your clients
like, say your client
that,
gets,
okay, we know you want them to go to jail,
yeah.
but if you take this route, it's gonna pay off for you. It's not gonna be. It's
What I'm
nothing
saying-
like
what I'm saying
justice
is-
for your loved ones, but this is gonna pay off for you to kind of ease the blow.
What I'm saying is saying, okay, say there's a case like what happened in St. Louis with Michael, or
Yeah.
Florissant rather with
Yeah,
Michael.
right.
What happened in Florida with Jordan.
Yeah.
What happened in Florida with Trayvon.
Yeah.
What happened here with EJ. So you expect for, or you would like for a police officer or a person who you feel should be prosecuted to a certain extent of the law, you want them to be held accountable. But it won't hold up criminally, but it will hold up civilly. Do you think that sometimes that actuality is lost on people?
Okay, let me break this down to you.
Mm-hmm.
Come
You
on
made
with it.
some great points. Now, here's an example with the duck boat.
Ooh.
Okay, so you know all those people
Right.
died on that boat.
Yes, they did.
So
Yeah, I
you
remember that.
had
The whole family.
criminal trial,
Mm-hmm.
you had the civil, and you had the product liability.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now,
That's a lot of money.
Right. It's a
Oh,
lot of different
but-
aspects.
but
But I'm
no.
saying it. But it's,
but if
Jesus.
they, huh?
It
Oh,
wasn't
okay.
in Florida. It was in Missouri.
Don't mind
Branson,
her. The cameras
Missouri.
can't catch her.
Get back over there.
Yeah. So, okay, so the first,
Not this year, cuz.
man, can we get the question answered?
the first case, you know, the first part that was settled with the duck boat was the civil.
Yes.
So before we could go to the product liability, they had the criminal case. So it ended up, they didn't do the criminal case. I mean, we didn't have to do the trial for the criminal case. So they finally started negotiating for the product liability, which is the boat.
Mm-hmm.
That saying.
The boat.
Right.
The
Okay.
boat. Right.
All right.
So there was a pause, a pause in there because we had to wait. And then when you're dealing with minors, you have to, if it's going to be a lot of money,
Yeah.
and these are kids, you have to wait on that too because there's certain levels you got to set up trust.
Right.
You got to make sure, even though baby daddy may not have been in the child's life, and he comes and he
He gonna want
says,
some money,
"I'm
too."
here."
Yeah.
Well, he's got a claim
Right,
because
right.
he's next to kin.
Right.
You know.
That lead me to the case with Kobe Bryant's wife,
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
Yeah.
the police officers taking the pictures and all that
Right.
stuff.
So
Yeah.
so now
That's a civil case.
she is ready to sue them,
Yeah.
and she was suing. This what threw me off. So she was one of the things that she was suing on was the 14th Amendment. She was saying that they was using the 14th Amendment as one of the backgrounds of what they were suing, for the suit to go through. And then also they had just got the right to be able to show people who sold the pictures,
Yeah.
right? And so now they got these people that they
Yeah.
can sue. So in a case like that, would you guys take on a case like that?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and do you think she has a
She has an excellent case.
Case, yeah.
Excellent case.
She has an
She
excellent
released the
case.
names and everything.
She has an excellent case because there was I believe it was in St. Louis where a young man was killed in an apartment, and the police officer took a picture of the dead body.
Oh,
Remember that?
I heard about
And that family sued.
So he was
and
throwing
won.
the peace sign?
Yeah, over the
over the dead body.
over the dead body.
So
and yeah,
so they sold the pictures of Kobe and his wrapped up with his daughter.
right.
They sold the pictures and then it ended up online.
Yeah.
And they just won the battle to be able to say who it was that
Yes,
did it.
yes.
So they just released the names of. So this has been going on over a year now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotta be.
Like,
Yeah.
just to be
It
able
just
to
turned a year.
just to be able to put the names out there.
Yeah.
Now then it's always different when you're suing law enforcement, right? Like
Oh my God.
Yeah, you know
law
what I'm saying?
enforcement it takes forever.
right. So it's
We
three.
will sue the law. I mean, sue the police.
Right, right.
But those type cases, it takes a long time, and then they also have a cap. There's not a lot there. If
Right.
there's here's another one. We had a case in Mississippi where the sheriff's department.
First of all, you said Mississippi. This is not going to end with it.
well,
This is
you know
not
what?
going to end well.
The sheriff, what do you call the deputies?
Yes.
Yeah.
Were racing at night.
That ain't none of your business.
That
matter.
definitely sounds
They-
like something
yeah.
a Mississippi
No,
sheriff
they
ain't
were
none of your
racing.
business, Miss
They
Ann.
were racing, and they were on.
Just boys being boys.
Whoever gets to the restaurant first has to buy lunch, and ran into our client that was had the right of way, and they didn't have any lights on, and
Did your
Man.
client survive?
Oh, they getting
no,
sued.
they were gone.
Jesus,
Mississippi.
What part?
And-
Jackson?
Magnolia State.
No, it wasn't Jackson. It was
It'll
on
be
up
no
there,
one.
the little
Greenville.
Meridian or something like that.
Meridian. Hey, now we're not gonna speak bad about Lauderdale County. Shouts out to all my family down there, Daleville.
No, go ahead. Man.
All that.
No, but after that, when that happened, of course the family wanted criminal charges.
Yes, of course.
Against
They
the
should have.
police,
They should have won.
but they had to go and get a criminal lawyer to do the criminal part of it. We took care of the civil part of it, but there's still a cap.
Right.
And there's still a cap. So there's not an amount of money that can bring back anybody. But I promise you, Naru or Witherspoon will try to get everything.
I want if
all
something ever
day
happened to
long.
me,
I'm
I
just
want
telling
him to
you the
shoot
truth.
for $100 billion
And you know what?
and see where we can end
Look,
up at.
No, but that you're saying that, but that's how Naru is. He's very aggressive. He'll go in and we know it's probably only $10 million in liability or whatever. He'll go in there and say, my family wants $100 million. So, but
you
you
better.
No,
gotta
I want
yeah.
$100 billion.
Might say that too.
My life is
know.
worth a lot.
But that's letting you know that he's not playing.
So-
And we are trying to get the best results for our families because that's what it's about. That is what it's about.
So
Taking care of these families.
About that case, about the Vanessa Bryant case. So in that, being that there's 3 police officers, is that gonna be capped, or do she?
It's gonna
can
be
she-
capped.
Wait, is
so-
it per officer though that's involved, or is
Oh,
it
is
just
it just
one
one?
big?
Or
One big-
just
It's
all
over
3 in
the-
general.
The police department.
Got that right.
It's the police department. So whatever their
Better update
liability
that
is
laptop.
for car wrecks and wrongful deaths and things like that,
Okay.
that's what you get.
But then in L.A., it's probably higher.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And now my
Of
next question
California,
is,
yeah, the
can she
land of
then
lawsuit.
go sue them
Individual.
personally?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, got it.
Absolutely.
And,
Absolutely.
and would you say that would you advise her to sue them personally?
Yes.
But they ain't got nothing.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
What, you gonna take their
I mean,
Yes.
Yes.
give them their pensions. Yeah.
They'll
Yes.
take pensions.
Yes.
They'll garnish their checks.
Yes.
So you.
Insurance,
Yeah,
whatever. He'll
whatever.
find it. We'll find something.
They'll be
Okay,
paying
so
for
I
their
got a- I
house.
got a great
their new
question for you.
house for years.
So, OJ didn't do it
Right.
according to the courts, right?
Right.
According to Johnny Cochran, who's phenomenal.
Great freaking
Phenomenal,
lawyer
the
and
GOAT.
a member of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated.
Yes, he was.
Like, man, we
A
don't.
man of achievement.
Omega.
Look, sir,
You haters.
them
But
Kappas is not funding this podcast.
Get you a T-shirt.
Shouts out to Witherspoon for doing so.
Yeah,
though.
get you a T-shirt
Yeah.
over there.
So what's the question?
the family sued OJ.
Yeah.
How were they able to win when OJ was found not guilty in a court of law? He didn't do it.
Great question.
Because that was criminal.
But how was that? How were they able to prove civilly that he did it?
It's different
laws.
and it's a different burden of proof
Right.
for the
Right.
criminal versus
The thing she
Right.
just explained.
Right.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Well, the question that he put out there is, okay, OJ was not guilty. They came back and they sued him civilly with the family, and they ended up winning and winning money. Now here go the
And there was no video.
now here go the thing about it was
And the
that
glove
they
did not
did win the
fit.
case. But
he
the
ain't
way,
paid a dime.
But no, because the way his pension set up with the NFL,
That's the only thing they couldn't touch.
they couldn't touch nothing. So that's this is only income.
right?
30 million.
So basically they'll never see
That
a
money.
dollar from O.J. Simpson.
Well, they saw
You
some
ain't
money
even
'cause he had
gotta-
to
you
sell all
don't
his
even
stuff.
have to use O.J. Simpson.
Right.
If I sued you
Right,
for running over my dog,
right.
and I took you to court, or I loaned you some money,
Okay.
and you didn't pay me back, and I took you to civil court,
Mm-hmm.
and they put a lien on you, you gonna have bad credit. You know, you get hit with that stuff.
Yeah.
But that don't mean I'm gonna
Black
get my
folks been
money.
used to that since they're forever.
But they shouldn't want to.
Mama put the
Wanna do
crack cable
better.
in your name when you was 7.
Right.
Miss Ann, can I ask
Now
you
you
this?
wanna-
Taria had cable at 6.
Now you out here wondering why you got room temperature credit.
Right.
Room
Credit score 200. You ain't
temperature
even
credit.
18 yet.
Okay.
You like that one, didn't it?
A couple of years ago, at one of the warehouses around here, a young man lost his life. I guess I don't remember whether it was a human error or whether it was machine error, but he lost his life. He's crushed to death. I see you guys do serious.
You didn't call me.
We didn't know you.
Look, time out.
did not know
Number
you.
one, he was dead and he didn't know your number. You know what I'm saying?
You know him,
I didn't know him, but I was working.
but you knew of him.
Yeah, I was working. Well, I knew of it. I was working in the warehouse at the time.
He made it for me,
Yeah,
like a lemon drop or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. I was working at Mercedes at the time, but it was for one of our suppliers. But what ended up happening is I believe that his family won a lawsuit against the warehouse.
Yeah.
I know they asked you about the difficulty dealing with law enforcement or maybe civic institutions. Do you find it to be also as arduous dealing with the corporate structure?
Okay, so sometimes, here's another example. My cousin was a truck driver, and he was unloading, young guy. I think little Bob was 32 maybe when he died, but he was unloading his truck, and the crane, they had a crane, and it broke, and it hit him on the head, crushed him, right? So, that case, they had to do FEMA. Is it FEMA? What is it?
Oh yeah, FEMA.
OSHA.
FEMA.
OSHA.
OSHA. Okay.
Yeah,
OSHA.
OSHA came out.
OSHA.
I'm thinking,
Okay.
Yeah.
came
OSHA.
out, and my cousin had marijuana in his system.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so they'll think, they'll pull together anything
Right, to say.
that kind of devalue the
Right,
case,
right,
so to
right.
speak.
Right.
But at the end of the day, again, Naru Witherspoon,
Shouts out to you, brother. Shouts out to brother Naru.
Get that paper.
he got that paper for my family.
Okay, so I got one for you. Let's say I work in a factory, right?
You in the factory,
Disgruntled employee that got fired on his off day for
and he
stealing
came back
boxes.
in and he shot you.
Yeah, he shot everybody.
Yeah.
Can I
Sure,
sue? Who do I
goddamn
sue? The company or
You got
him?
shot in the
You're gonna
ass
shoot
too,
the
didn't
company.
you?
You know why?
Because they ain't have security.
They didn't
They have
protect you.
obligation, bro.
There was an obligation
Wow. To protect
there was
you.
there was their
job.
negligence.
Do they try to say that the workplace violence video that they showed you at orientation and all the exit points and safety
Yeah, if he signed
safety
up.
meeting spots?
But it's funny that you're asking, because
asking
we've
like,
had cases like this where a young man in St. Louis
Yup.
was working at McDonald's. There was a young man in Kansas City that literally some people came in to rob the pizza place.
Right.
Okay? And he protects because he had a gun. He could carry. Because he was a delivery guy.
Licensed to carry, okay.
Licensed to carry. And he put the workers in the, back in the back. And it was a shootout. Okay?
He won.
Clearly he
No,
won.
he
Clearly.
didn't win.
Dang.
But
Shouts
guess
out to
what?
you, bro. You a hero.
Pizza Hut
Had to pay.
They filed bankrupt.
Bankruptcy, so they couldn't,
They are
so they couldn't pay his
franchise.
yeah.
And he got shot saving, that's where it comes when
Right.
workers' comp gets involved in it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And again, it's sad because he was holding it down for
Right.
his
For his
yeah.
coworkers, yeah.
We've had a guy that
So you
worked,
don't never pay to be a hero.
Well, it was just his time too.
It don't.
I have to
say
look
that.
at it that
It
way.
don't. It don't pay to be a hero,
He
but
take-
protect your
First
own.
of all, I'm not protecting that $200 in the draw.
Time out.
I
This-
know how much it is.
There are some heroes
It's
out
that
here getting
much.
paid $57,000 a year to protect and serve, and they protecting and serving the hell out of us, man. God, wait.
I'm not dying. I'm not
know,
dying over a
right?
draw with $200 in it.
Okay, that's you, but
But,
I mean,
I'm pretty sure
let's
those
respect the
guys that
star.
get paid to serve and protect will probably tell them, "Hey, your life
Back to
ain't
blue,
worth that
baby, back to
200
blue.
It ain't worth it.
in that
let him get
register."
that drawer.
I don't work for them, but I do
'Cause you
sell
gotta-
spoons.
You have a time opening safe. By the time you get that safe open, the police will be here.
We've
Give him that
we've
$200.
had a young man that was working at McDonald's. He went out during COVID, went out to take the food to somebody in the car, and comes back in, and this guy is I don't even think he was wanting our guy. He was mad at the guy's brother, and just comes in and shoots him. And we're fighting that
does
because
happen a lot more
McDonald's
often than you think.
Has an obligation
have
to
their workman's
secure
comp. He
their
was at
workers
work.
while they're on the
It just
clock.
kind of devalues your case to a certain extent. And I hate to put a value on a life,
right,
because
right.
there's not an amount of money that can bring anybody back. But when you have people like Naru Witherspoon on your side,
We gotta
we're
make
gonna
sure
find
we-
some
Have
you been
avenues
hit by a
to
FedEx
take
truck?
care- That's right.
Call
Take care
Naru.
of these families.
yeah, but I don't.
Because
But
They
I don't
ain't
think
give
that people
y'all
really
nothing?
take time out to consider that. And then, like even in a
They
situation
don't.
like that, where you're talking about these restaurants, you have people who are franchise owners. I know, like right now,
Yeah.
you spoke about McDonald's, and we can speak about this freely, fair use,
Yeah.
because it's out in the public. There's a black I think the franchise owner who has the most McDonald's there's a black man who owns the most McDonald's,
Yeah.
right? Okay, franchises, the highest grossing franchise. Well, he's suing McDonald's for $2 billion because all of his McDonald's are in areas that are starting to lack profit, right?
Yep.
And so, but let's just say something like that happens in one of his restaurants. I mean, like now, he's in the public with what's been going on with McDonald's. You were talking about relationships earlier. How does that then start to, how does that affect what you do? Especially when you already have somebody who has a bad relationship with the corporate entity and also
Already.
right.
Okay, so Naru Witherspoon. He'll tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty, I am a certified paralegal. I know a
Get
little
y'all degrees out there. Don't.
You know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm old, but I'm still knowledgeable of these things.
Shit,
Thank
how
you.
old?
I'm 57.
Don't you lie to me. Don't you lie on no Sunday.
No, I'm
Don't you
57.
dare tell that lie.
I swear you look at least about 41.
Security, get this lying deceiver from up.
Somebody, what the number to 911
I'm
is?
57.
It don't
You
crack.
deceiving us.
Now this open the door for some other kind of questions.
We got about 10, 15
Oh, okay, I'm
minutes. Let's go.
seasoned.
Yeah,
I'm a seasoned.
Now, since you seasoned, we going into another realm. Now,
Okay,
we've got
okay.
a lot of. Now you're going into the
a lot of
assholes
good ground.
anonymous part
Okay,
of the
okay.
of the show.
So let me.
Take a
If
sip.
you have been involved in a car wreck,
Right.
wrongful death, give us a call.
Okay.
My name is Miss Ann with the Witherspoon Law Group. The number is 314-899-6615.
The services
Hey,
offered are
there's
not
your check.
comparable to any other legal
At all.
services that are
There
At all.
are
At all.
plenty of
Can I get a
flyers.
Amen.
Amen. There are plenty of flyers up there.
Get them.
Hey, so
Take
Now
So-
it
so-
gets good.
yeah.
Okay,
so
so
now,
now- okay,
that you
we
made-
made-
Hold on. We have one person that has a question.
Okay.
Go microphone over there.
Come on.
Come up to the
Oh,
mic.
you better get on that microphone.
Let the Lord use you, baby. Can't nobody see you.
Nobody knows who you
Don't
are.
nobody know you got house shoes
But
on.
I will
It's
say
okay.
she has on house shoes.
Furry house shoes at that.
We love her though. Thank
Hey,
you.
love.
Hello.
Okay.
I have a friend that was recently in a car accident
Uh-huh.
while in an Uber.
Oh, girl, yes.
She got excited. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for bringing that up. That's perfect.
You got
That's
my
perfect.
card.
Hold on, go back, get the card.
Make sure
get
she
the
got
card.
the card. Make sure she got the
Bam.
card. Make sure she got the
Call
card.
me right. No, you stay right there. You get another drink.
Right.
Hey.
The drinks are sponsored by Naru Witherspoon.
Law Group. If you did not get your free shot,
I'll take it for you. Don't worry.
I will take it for you.
but
All right, go ahead, Keno.
I'm
Most
loving this.
definitely.
Okay, I'm ready,
okay.
Keno.
Oh, so you being a seasoned woman,
I'm seasoned.
Shit.
what would be the youngest guy that you would ever deal with if you was a single seat?
Lord.
I am
have
single.
mercy.
Okay, okay.
So how
This
far?
is the
How
show.
low
See,
will you go?
You know how things go up here.
What is your age
Okay.
limit?
Okay, so now, and I'm not trying to be funny. I got some witnesses in here.
Okay, witness. Amen.
I've been divorced since 2008,
Okay.
Pity.
and
Pity.
I'm
That mean he
married.
ain't calling no more trying
Yeah,
to get it.
I'm married to the Witherspoon Law Group, and I've been so faithful for all these years.
Hey.
Okay?
You know what's
Hey.
But
I don't
when
think the
I
men
do,
watching
we
this
heard
care
this
about that.
language
but I'm
before.
just saying. But when the men that approach me, when they see me, when they approach me,
Sit your
it's
triggered
usually-
ass down.
I've had them
Sandman.
in. Oh my God, leave her alone.
Okay.
I have had gentlemen in their 20s, 30s, 40s,
Okay.
and the men that are in their 50s or 60s are sometimes a little intimidated because they think I'm a little too aggressive, you know.
Aggression. Okay.
Well, I mean, yeah,
Expound
'cause
on
I
the
ain't no
aggression.
punk.
Let's
I ain't no
Explain the
punk.
wait. Let's
I
put
get
a
what you're
thumbnail.
saying.
Let's put a thumb there.
Okay.
Let's
Whoa.
expound. Let's expound on this
Wait a minute.
aggressiveness. Let's expound on this.
Wait,
Oh
wait,
yeah,
wait
I
a
learned
minute.
that at Pleasant
the
Grove. They
question-
don't teach you that at Ramsey.
But the question, you know, in the end, like, what is your limit?
Sir.
Though you had you know, those people approach
Well, I don't
you.
want to talk to anybody that's, my son is almost 35.
So
All y'all done.
don't nobody care. Don't nobody care, Miss Ann.
All y'all
I,
out.
but
Don't
I
nobody
care.
care.
I ain't
So-
finna
so-
date
so-
nobody.
So what's your
my
limit?
children ain't finna handle that.
Kill that
so what is
ego.
your
Let
limit
your
within
freak
the
flag fly.
Dating sphere. You know what I'm saying?
Like how
I would,
young
I mean,
can
I
he
would,
be?
in the middle 40s.
Middle 40s.
And if he's over my age,
Okay.
he's got to be at least retired because I'm tired of working.
Miss Ann.
Oh, that-
Miss
oh,
Ann.
oh,
here we
Miss
go.
Ann. Miss Ann.
What?
Ain't nothing wrong with doing a little limbo. See how low you can
Oh,
go.
hell
Hey,
no.
baby,
Go on, get you one of them
That's all
spring
I'm saying.
chickens.
Kill that ego, Miss Ann, and let your freak flag fly.
No.
Teach them young,
No.
teach them young
Teach them
dogs
young
a little
boys how to
lesson.
do it.
Now,
Teach them
No.
young dogs some
Hold on
tricks.
one second, y'all.
Hold on. The ghost of St. Mark has to speak.
with you being older and single, how is the dating scene for you though? Like is it one of those
Honestly?
things where do you have a hard time finding what you looking for?
Well, I stopped looking.
Okay.
I really
okay,
have.
okay.
You
There's
just
no
having
reason
fun,
to.
huh?
No, I work. And I'm not trying to be funny, but I work because I don't want, I mean, the young guys that talk to me, they don't know how to approach me when they find out, you know, my age. And then if they see what I'm driving or something, they're like, you know, you can't, I'm just being honest, you
Man,
can't
Miss
come
Ann,
talk
Pull
to
the
me.
Bentley out on the
pulled
first
up-
date.
no,
Miss
no,
Ann.
no,
No,
no, maximum.
Don't let
but
her
you
finish
can't,
it. Let her
but you
Let her finish.
cannot
Let her
come
finish.
and try to approach me, a businesswoman. I'm not meeting you I'm over meeting folk at their level. You got to already have something.
So no TGI
Mark,
Fridays. Huh?
No
Mark,
TGI Fridays.
Mark,
No 2 for
Mark.
20, huh?
No
Mark,
2 for 20.
Can you
no.
bless the mic, brother?
TJ Fridays
Mike,
so like
ma-
on a
Mark,
simple
Mark, may
little
you
lunch
bless the
date,
mic?
dude.
Can we get
If
a
we
word
signing a
from Brother
case,
Mark
but,
Prince?
other than that-
No 10 lemon pepper wings all flat with a kiki
No,
poo, huh?
I buy my
So
own
I can't take you
because
to
I
a
like
hole in
wings.
the wall to eat.
I love the hole in the
Listen,
wall, but
listen.
that's you're talking about. I'm first of all, I'm too old to be trying to date any damn body. First of all,
Hey, man, y'all, look,
No,
Mark,
I'm not trying to date.
Mark,
I'm
Mark,
If
not
there's birds
trying
on the
to date.
infield, play ball, buddy.
Brother Mark.
No, but she's absolutely right, though.
I'm not
Oh,
trying to
Mark,
date.
don't you.
I understand. I understand where she
I'm
coming
a
from.
friend, Mark.
I'm just trying to make sure I know.
Let me finish. She's right for what she's looking for. Now,
There we go. There you go. Rub your hands together.
She
Here's the other side of that.
The pool boy?
She knows what she wants, and she has every right to want what she wants.
Mm-hmm.
The opportunity gonna be
Slim.
the men that that meet what she wants
Criteria.
also have wants. And the difference is going to be they got a much broader range of options because every woman wants what she wants. I mean, like
It is what it is.
right, man.
Right.
And she understands that.
Oh, you're
When
right. That's
opportunity
fair. That's
comes
fair.
in is when you have women who are in their 20s and 30s who think that they should get him just because of who they are.
Right.
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 And understands that, hey, this man got options. Even if he's 50, he can still go every year. Spelman is releasing the latest model.
Right.
Listen,
Every year.
Go to
I can be
Miles
70
College.
and still get 25.
Right. I mean,
Right. Yo,
like,
my
that's real shit.
grandfather, after my grandmother passed away, my grandfather was 70 years old. He remarried. He made a deal. Married someone who was 50. He had the resources to do it. She still don't have to pay for anything. He's been dead 2 years.
Oh shoot.
They made a deal. You know what I'm saying?
and
But like, I tell everybody this, and then I'm gonna shut up. Men are
Come
at
on,
their
go Saint.
least valuable from 16 to 30.
Right.
Women are at their most valuable
from 16 to 30.
in that same range.
Is that because they're holding on to that depreciating product?
The
you're right,
older I get,
because-
the more
because-
that makes sense.
Because men can appreciate and
Over time.
value.
Right,
Because
right.
what women want from men is resources.
Right.
And we accumulate more as we get older. What men want from women is youth and fertility.
Right.
And that expires. I mean, it's a lot of young ladies, not you, Miss Ann.
I
There's a
know
lot
what
of
I mean.
women who try to date
Them
me.
eggs still good.
And their eggs are on life support.
Right.
And they don't want to take that 40.
They got that,
Bruh.
got that
You better take
depreciated
this
honest.
40 and get out of my face.
And what's funny is that it takes time for a lot of them to actually realize that. But by the time they realize it, they like 40. And the man who would have been a great husband to grow with from like 20, he's at her niece.
Right.
You know,
And I was gonna
niece
say that. I was
bad.
gonna. She did just say she has a son that's 35.
Right.
She's 57, which means
Right.
she's 18 years before the promise of 75. So it's just certain. It's unrealistic. It's unrealistic for a person that's probably dating her in our age range to expect certain things first. It's
Right.
like, yeah. So you're
makes
right.
no sense at all.
But Miss Ann up here all fine and stuff. She can't be talking like this.
Just here for a good
But it's different though.
Shoot your
because
shot,
Miss
King.
Ann- Come here,
Shoot
Miss Ann
your
just want
shots.
fun for the night. She can get that all day.
All day long.
All day.
All day long.
But it's the difference between dating and finding someone to marry. And
Yeah.
that's the standard I'm using.
Yeah.
Anyone can get knocked off.
Right.
Us men, we are very simple creatures.
You hear it?
And now-
You hear
But
that,
marrying
Ghost?
someone is totally different.
Are you seeing a lot of men in your age range that are looking to be married like that?
Oh, God.
What's funny? No.
You hush up, woman. You hush your mouth.
It varies. You know, it really varies because the men that I see normally are people, you know, are men that I'll say some, you know, preachers.
They are the worst.
Shit.
Pat daddies.
That's probably who FaceTime you doing it. He was a preacher, wasn't he?
No, it
Yeah.
was something.
I just wanted to call you and read the
or-
scripture
Yeah, I
to you.
just-
Or,
The
you
Lord
know,
put it on
my
no,
heart to
no,
As I'm
FaceTime
oiling my
preachers-
chest up.
No, but you asked, and
Getting in
then,
rare
then there
form.
are some lawyers. There are lawyers out there.
Yeah.
I get it from. You know what?
Right.
I get it from all across the board.
FINE.
Yeah, but that
But
makes
I'm
sense
not-
though.
It makes
Because at the
a
end,
lot of
You in a lot of
sense.
circles.
You are
Yeah.
ones who deal
I
with
mean,
people
I
who
deal
are
with
about
people
money.
from everywhere.
Right.
Retirees, truck drivers that have been
Dope
working on
boys.
the same. That, I have. I have.
So-
I
so-
have.
Got it, shit.
I have-
You feel me? Go to
When you done, I have a
Memorial Day
question.
weekend. You feel me? Go
I have
like
a
that, Miss
question.
Ann.
Bush has a question.
Bush has a question.
Bush got a question.
So out of all the men that you've dated, what is the number one profession of men that you've dated? Like, what was one thing that each man...
No,
Would it be
no,
lawyers,
no,
truck
no,
drivers?
no.
Let's answer the
It
question
was
for Matt.
actually, now, y'all, I'm not boring or anything, but
You could say
my My
Librarian.
ex-husband was a musician.
Oh, shit. Oh,
So you want him to come in there and play
No.
Little Wing from Jimi Hendrix and shit?
Don't you know
But
you're
no,
my
that taught me a lesson
everything?
that
Yeah.
musicians are not stable. Not when I'm corporate America and things like that. It's just,
Who did he play for?
The Gap Band.
Gap Band.
Nelly.
No, but I was saying
He was Nelly's backing.
No, but that makes sense though because
If you want to know her business, her first and last name is on that thing right there.
no, but that makes sense though.
No,
You
because-
just say Miss Ann. She don't never tell us.
That's
her
all
last
y'all
name.
need to know.
No, but that makes sense though because most people
gotta
tend
relax,
to
Ninja Turtle.
be with their opposite,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Right. So him being a musician,
And we're still cool.
He
We're
played for
divorced,
Charlie
we're
Wilson,
still
didn't
cool. No, we go way back. We're talking.
Collins?
he said,
The
"Boo."
Funkadelics?
7 years older than I am.
He was
what I'm
wearing
saying?
he was wearing them shades with the stars in them and
You
shit.
should have left him. Who sitting there was getting robbed by their record label?
On God.
That's why he ain't had no money.
Hey,
But you should have called Witherspoon.
Right.
There you go.
The Rue
There
is
you
young.
go, Mark. I love it.
The Rue is young.
Got
He
it.
wasn't-
It don't matter. He
No.
gotta read the contract.
You gonna get that money out of that contract.
Somebody tell Chef
They
Rado
owe
to
him
take that
royalties.
jacket and their head off.
But anyway, Miss Ann, it has been a pleasure to have you
This
with
has
us
been,
today.
y'all, I have
This has been
enjoyed
so much
this.
fun.
Alabama, what?
Alabama
what?
State.
ASU.
We
No, I
were
had to
being
do
tamed
Dion
this
like that.
episode, sir.
That man bought them ESPN
We do
camera
not
belt.
we do not do women like that on this show, sir.
Well, not this time.
Oh,
The women
y'all
that
went
can't
easy
handle
on me?
themselves.
No,
No,
not at
Y'all
all.
can't run no game
of
on
course
me.
not.
I'm the game show host.
This
No.
was more about Miss Ann.
We were actually.
We're gonna have to bring Miss Ann
If
back
anything,
at least
Will is
once
probably
a
going to
month.
come to us after the show and be like, "Y'all so well tamed."
Yeah, this was more like a showcase.
Oh, okay.
We wanted
we
to
got
spotlight.
showcase what you did.
Right,
And what
right.
it was.
So now when I come back,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be pure hell. It's mayhem. Welcome to the Thunderdome.
Come on now.
It's gonna be real bad.
Listen.
We want to give a
Real
shout
big.
out to the crowd.
Yes, crowd.
Shout out to the crowd for actually being, obedient
Except for
and
Dang.
quiet.
Except for Michelangelo over there.
Leonardo.
She got some nunchucks in her purse.
Before
And
we
I,
leave out.
can I tell my friends, hey,
What are
Kate and Brian.
Oh,
Hello, Kate and Brian. We appreciate you guys so much.
Kate
for
is the
attending
one
the show.
that introduced me to you guys.
Yeah, she hooked us
yes.
up. So we
Shout out to
appreciate you.
Bush
And
Alliance.
Yes,
I'm
very
so excited about building relationships here in Alabama, Birmingham, the ham.
Most definitely.
Brian over there.
Bam! Don't go nowhere.
You got your first client.
Right on.
And,
I got
Kate's
you.
amazing.
We can't say her name out here like that.
Right.
Don't
And-
let her say her
and-
name.
Because
And
we don't want to
again-
get sued civilly.
and again,
She didn't sign the release.
tell the people-
Allegedly.
Tell the people where they can get in touch with you and where they can follow you guys.
Okay, so, all right. The Witherspoon Law Group, WITHERSPOONLAW. Then we have Witherspoon, hashtag
Don't do it for real, you might
Witherspoon
fuck it
We Win.
Got that right.
On Instagram.
Instagram.
Okay.
And my Facebook.
And LinkedIn.
Yeah, right. there-
Flick your hair back when you tell them, baby.
Okay, all right. And I am on social media. I got about 5 pages because I swear to God I got about.
You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do what you gotta
Don't
do.
tell them the one where you let your hair down on. Just tell them the professional one.
What
Oh,
you see is what you get with me, boo.
oh
Got
shit!
that right.
Turn
Got
up
that right.
then.
I'm the real deal.
Shit, that's what we
real,
love.
recognize real.
Ah,
Okay.
My what did I say?
what you say?
You didn't say.
You said that.
Talking about your social media.
You was
Oh
talking
yeah.
about your-
But I tell you what
my
we'll do, 'cause we pressed for time.
Instagram is Lockett Williams. Lockett Williams.
So what we'll do, because we're a little bit pressed for time, I don't want to cut you off.
Okay.
No, we got
But-
plenty of time.
No, the camera's about to die.
Oh shit.
Oh,
So
we don't want that to die.
But we do appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming through. We are actually
thank
we
y'all
are
for
going to
having-
put all your hashtags and stuff in the bio for this episode.
Oh,
that
that's
right, got
awesome.
that right, got it right.
When y'all watch, you can get the information. You can Google her while she's talking about it.
And put the number to call them on.
Y'all
And
call
you
me.
gonna call her.
And I
Y'all
answer
gonna
my
call her.
phone. You ain't gotta call Tyrone. You can call Miss Sam.
All
Got
right.
that right.
And follow Assholes Anonymous on
Please.
Spotify, Google Podcasts,
Yes.
and all your other
YouTube
Yeah,
under
yeah.
executive
Executive
arts.
I'm just a
arts
phone
and
call
YouTube,
away, y'all.
baby.
Hey, buy some art. Miss Ann, take you some art back to the house. We know you're good for it.
Oh, I will.
Oh.
I ain't scared.
And again,
Let's sign off.
once again, we appreciate you. Shout out to Naru. Sorry you couldn't be here today. We do appreciate you,
Sorry
though.
about that.
Shout out to the crowd. Thank
He
you
with
to
his children.
Thank you guys
Thank
for
you to
being
the
so
bear in the
respectful.
bathroom hooch, as always.
Will.
And we are out.
Wait a minute.
Bye. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Y'all
Y'all
thought
got
we
any
was
last
finished?
words?
Oh, shit.
Y'all got
Any
anything?
last words?
This guy's been out of
I mean, he out of control. Go ahead.
renegade.
Machiavelli and Mark on the
Go ahead, Ghost of Saint.
All right, yo. My last words is
Believe in the camera.
always have a good attorney on retainer or nearby,
Shouts out.
criminally and civilly.
Got that right.
All right. That's all I got.
Goddamn
What you
right.
got, Bush?
Bam.
The camera gonna die.
No,
The
it's
camera
not.
is going to die.
No, it's not.
It's not.
Sing
The
it.
camera is directly charged into a charger straight.
Okay.
Goddamn.
Hi, guys. First of all, you ain't supposed to be here. But,
We have a restraining order against her. How do we
We
handle
have a
that, Miss Ann?
we're going to call
You
security.
are
one-
out past curfew.
We are definitely going to call
Off the
security.
record. We're gonna get that off
But,
the record how to get her out of here.
You know,
How did she get that ankle monitor off?
Lord
That's
have
what I
mercy,
wanna
can I talk?
know. Go ahead.
Jesus wept.
Amen.
Amen.
Bush.
Now, listen, that microphone posture is that microphone posture is questionable.
bro.
You know what I'm saying? Look at that microphone posture. It is questionable. That's very questionable. That's real
yeah,
light skin to you right now.
Go ahead.
First of all, I'm not going to take this from any of
So
y'all.
I want to send a special prayer out to my friend Deshawn.
You were serious.
The battle, the hardest battles are given to God's strongest soldiers, brother. Keep your head up.
Yeah.
Just talk to
Keep your
Ben.
head up, Deshawn.
As
doesn't
always,
know him.
love is for suckers. Don't get licked.
Hey, Max.
Oh,
Hey,
Lord.
Max. You got to tell him to talk to Ben.
Uh-oh.
That's
Yeah.
how he going. That's how he's going to win.
He's not a white man, so it ain't gonna work.
It's the most it's the
Ben
most
Rutherford
beautiful
White.
the most beautiful black baritone in all of Birmingham.
Come on,
Nobody
beautiful.
cares about all
I'm
that.
talking about.
That's
Listen,
smooth.
dig this one time for your mind.
The Christ
wrap it up,
curls. The
Dig this one
Christ
time for
of
your mind.
curls.
Don't y'all be out here on the blade uncovered.
Oh, no, what?
Well, you better take that rubber band down and show what time it is.
Wow, my girlfriend gonna beat my ass. I'm in trouble, y'all. I'm in trouble. And with that, I yield my time to Tequila.
Hell to the no. But like I said, we appreciate everybody who came out tonight.
No,
we
for real, we
definitely
do.
appreciate you, Ms. Ann, for coming out.
Thank you so much.
My part thought is hey, when you see a situation, if you question it, if money can be involved in any kind of way, go ahead and call a lawyer.
Come on.
That's all, yeah, I mean, just go ahead and call them and see what they
Please.
say. I had an incident where one of my truck tires came off my car. I was drunk late night. The
Stop
tire came
fucking
off.
lying. You were not drunk.
Yeah,
incriminate
it's
your
too late. I
whole
couldn't get
self.
no money. The time had lapsed by the time I came up on
The
some.
time been served. I can tell the truth.
Don't wait.
Yeah, so and that was my point. So it came off. I thought I had did it on my own. Then the police came out and said, you know, your tie just came off. I was like, oh, okay. Shit, I was so happy.
They ain't
I
make
wasn't
your
even
ass take
thinking
no
about
sobriety test,
suing
nigga?
GM for my tie coming off the
Yes,
car.
that's the case.
You know what I'm saying? So I missed out on a couple. Listen,
Even if you don't know you
Yeah,
have
yeah,
a case,
yeah,
or if
right,
you
right.
think
Just-
you have a case,
just
call
make
me.
the call because you don't
We'll
know.
let you know.
You don't know.
Let's call a
So just
consult.
make the call. And with that,
Consult with me.
thank you all for coming out.
Appreciate
here.
y'all. Good night.
much.
Thank you, Miss Ann. Shouts out to the Witherspoon Law Group.